Hi, and welcome to a new episode on the Just Create server, and today we are finishing the entrance, which I didn't get to do last episode because of shenanigans. Before we do that, I do have to show you guys a little more of what happened last week. So let's do a little flashback to what happened with my bottle and with Throlash. I thought they would at least leave it for like a week.
It was.
I spent months building this art project with eggs.
I mean, I was gone for 3 days, so it was definitely months, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is beautiful, it is wonderful, but I've been trying to move my boat out of spawn for about 3 episodes now and keep getting distracted. Speaking of which, is it time to do our thing with you yet? That came out wrong.
Well, I mean...
Yes.
Take me out to dinner first.
Okay. Throlash, you can set your spawn here, but everything you have in that chest, all your armor as well.
Okay.
And then I suggest that everyone that's watching this, and the judges as well, use FreeCam to see what's going on. Because Throlash has to experience this on his own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Somebody want to set up Kev, just in case?
It's my
Did
favorite...
you make a small dungeon, Eggs?
It's my favorite... No, it's not my favorite. It's the most horrible thing that I know in life. And Denise will tell you what to do. The book's right there with all your instructions, and then you get to take the seat downstairs.
Okay. Hi, Denise.
Bye. And we get to go.
Book out loud for us, please.
Tax
office.
What?
All right. New hires manual. Welcome to it. Oh gosh. New and exciting step in your career at JC Enterprises. We value a strong support service. See, this is assuming that I can read, Eggs. Then you'll be a great addition to our team. You'll be helping us by sorting out some of our tickets into 3 categories: copper button, easy and non-important problem. Oh, weathered button, harder but still non-important problems, and oxidized, severe, and problems that can't wait to be solved. We believe that you'll be great at your task and that you'll be able to learn a great deal from it. P.S. The generator doesn't kick off automatically and might need some assistance. There's a hand crank in the kickstart. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna head downstairs.
You get to take a seat, and I will kickstart the system for you.
Okay, and I just click the buttons. Oh, I forgot what my instructions were already.
You have one job. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay, the SPS is awful. Yeah, that's not important. Ow! That hurt.
Because of CC? What's the CC block?
Oh, yeah, I guess that is kind of important. We should. Complaints are costing too many levels. No, that's not important at all. No. No.
Is this all our complaints?
That is extreme. Ow!
Is this our complaints?
Yep.
Sam smells like an old can of tuna.
Oh no!
Please shower. That is also an issue. Yep.
Kev's
Needs to be handled immediately.
Does it only get him if he gets it wrong, Azu? Or is it just getting him every time regardless?
Why is my
it's just the mental strain of doing tech support.
Oh, okay.
Why does my backpack not open? Once again, that sounds like a personal problem. Why no aeronautics? Also a major issue. I hear Chosen said he's gonna
I'll code it into CubeJS.
Aeronautics.
Ow!
Oh, yeah.
We did it. Oh my gosh. I just got done doing tech support. You made me do it again.
That's great.
Yep. The most
Very
awful
nice.
task in the world.
Who
So
do we
how
got?
was
We
your
got
shift?
Chosen.
How was your
Is that
shift?
right?
Yeah.
My shift? It was awful. I feel like I'm gonna be sick tomorrow.
Perfect. Okay, now that you're all caught up, we are gonna get working on this again, and I want to finish up this section of the build, which is going to be a storage interface for all of our players. We're also going to display the key over here, so maybe we do that first, and I need a bit of a... Let's see, I need some mechanical displays. So we'll just get like 16 of those, then we'll get some shafts, some cogs, and all the stuff we need, and I'll see you all underneath the maze. We'll have some display boards set up here. We'll make them 4 wide, because why not? And then I need to hook that up. I've got plenty of stuff over here, but we'll do that. Let me get in here, and then I feel like we can dig out this entire part. I'll hook it up to, I guess, to that one over there. Okay, so that is not fast enough, but I did add another speed controller because I don't need it to run at full speed. I think 32 should be plenty. Yes. And now if we select you, go down here, and we'll put it on to this guy. And then line 1 is okay. And I probably should set up a little system that just keeps it updated. We'll do that. And then just set you to the smallest tick speed. We should now keep that updated. That means that if I set this off, basically, that we should be able to read out the key that we need to get. That bush. Nice. So that we know. Good. Now for the inventory system, which is going to be its own problem. I have an idea on how to do it, and I've already laid out a little system, or at least a little spacing over here, just to make sure that I had enough space for it. I feel like it's going to be easier for me to build it first and then explain what it does, but it is a system that we've used before. So I'm going to do a little time lapse of it, and then I'll explain afterwards what's happening. So, for people who've been with us last season and in my single player world, they will know what the system does. And it basically stores a minecart with a mob in it. But for this system, we're not going to work with mobs. We are going to work with storage containers. And then I need some vaults. I'm going to turn these into vertical vaults because those will store a little easier. And then I should have some interfaces in here as well. Like that. And then over here we'll do 3 vaults. We'll do 1, 2, 3. And an interface. And then we need some glue. Right there. Button. And that will get stored over there. Now, I see that I forgot to put on rotation, or lock rotation, I should say. So we're going to do that real quick. There we go. And there we go. So now we have a stored piece of storage. We're going to do that 16 more times. And then these are going to be controlled. And then these are going to be controlled by our recognition system, which we're going to do in a second. But each player will get one of these vaults as a playable inventory, basically. So let me get the rest in, and then we'll talk about the next step. So now we have one of these in every bank. And then what we could do is by powering this guy, we release one of the vaults. And then it gets put back over here. And this is where we are going to turn this into a system where players can access their own storage. I have a line of depots. I have a little system over here that should allow us to do what I want to do. Now, if I come over here, I hit this button, that vault should now end up back at the start. Right there. Good. And then let's just put in some stone just as a temporary placeholder. Because now up here, I should be able to access that stone. Yes. So then, let's say we want to grab 10 of that. Should end up in here after a little bit. Good. Now the funny thing is, if I send it back on its way, and I go back up here, now that stone, or that inventory with the stone, should be gone. And then over here, we have a contraption with stone in it. If I send it back and go to our storefront again, we should be able to access that stone. Nice. Now all I need is a way for our players to recall, or for our players to access their vault, right? So I will have one, Chosen will have one, and so on and so on. I think I have an idea on how to do it. I'm just not sure on how I want to execute it. So what I might do is kind of tinker with some stuff, and then once I have something that is a viable option, I'll bring you guys back in. Okay, I think I figured out how I want to do this. So we have these extra gauges that I also use in my single player world, and this system, if you have seen my single player stuff, you will recognize. We are checking the inventory of something, in this case a depot, for an item. If that is true, we send a redstone signal to our thing over there. Well, this works, right? So you'll see it in action in a second. Oh, there we go. The good thing about inventory management, or the inventory system of Create, I should say, is that it keeps in mind the name of an item. So we could just, if I have another piece of flint somewhere, I mean, I'm bound to have another piece of flint somewhere, and then we'll rename this one to test. So if I place the test piece on here, this should not activate, because it's not named flint. You see where I'm going with this? And then if I put the flint on there, it activates. Now, this is all good and stuff. I want to see if I can find something that... I mean, sheets, like metal sheets, would be kind of the obvious choice of making like a pass kind of thing. What else? We got paper, right? We got some paper sheets. Is there anything else that would be good as like an entrance pass? Something they can't consume or craft, ideally. So I think the easiest way of doing this is banner patterns, particularly the flower charge one. That does mean I need a lot of oxydaisies. We could also do creeper, but I feel like those are a bit harder to get. Do we have an oxydaisy field somewhere nearby? Let's grab some, because I need like a bunch of them. Let's see if we can find an oxydaisy field. I think there's a flower forest somewhere over here. Let's make some... Oh, they don't stack. That's annoying. Well, it's not annoying, but I had hoped they would stack. I'll make a couple per person, but not... Oh, I need an anvil. But maybe not like a stack worth. So let's do mine. Eggs, 9, 8. Okay, so those we'll put in here. And then we are going to change the filter on that one, so we'll reset all the settings on this one. Okay, that works. Now let's check if another one works as well. Yes. Now let's see if I can do the same for let's do chosen next. Put you over here. And then I need to set up the filters. So we'll name this guy Chosen. I'll just go Chosen like that. Cause I don't know, Chosen Architect might be a bit too long to keep typing out. We are gonna look for one of these in here. Add new connection, add new connection. And now that has to be the second one in line. Good. And then if I send this one back, well, I first of all need to take this one off. And then when I send this back, it should get stuck over there. Nice. Now I have to do this 16 more times. Well, not 60 more times, but just for the amount of players that we have. Alright, that's all of them. I had to take mine out because we got too many members. Technically, I have one bay left over, but I think I'm just going to use mine for testing. And like if we ever have visitors coming over, we can use my account, quote unquote account, to play on. So I'll hook it up, but I won't put it over here in sequence because this is the actual players. Now we just need to dress up this system, and I want to do that buff ground just before they enter the actual game. I want to have like a little house to the side, and that's also where they'll exit the game. And yeah, kind of like a theme park where you have like the main entrance and then you kind of exit out of the side. So give me a second and I'll get that set up. Thought it might be good before I start covering things up to kind of give you guys a rundown of what I'm doing. Basically, we'll have two chambers in here. One of them will be closed off with an iron door, so they can't go in here that way. And then they will be able to click the bed, so set their spawn over there, dump all their inventory stuff in here, and then they'll grab... can I easily get one? They'll put their card in here. Wait, what's happening? Why are you off? So they'll put the card in here. It will stay on there, and then we'll basically have a now playing sign in there. So at this case, it would be saying now playing lockdown. And then you'll see that we have our inventory activated as well. So that is what all of this does over here, right? So this packager is basically connected to our computer network over here. All of this also leads back into this redstone link, which then gives our players the entrance token, which they can use to enter the game over here, right? And then they can access their inventory. Now, if they finish the game, they will be coming up from here, or if they die in the maze, they will be spawning here. And I hooked up the button to our reset point, right? So that's going to reset not only the maze itself, but we are also going to make that reset our guy over here. So we're going to put you right there. And then do I have an oak stair? Do that. Put you on receive. And then that should now, if I hit that button here, we should be able to get out. We get our card back, which is important. And then the maze has been reset, and we should now be seeing that guy moving back into place, which is perfect. And then that is our entrance token back into the system. Now I need to finish up the building, and then we're gonna hook up this tunnel, which over here, we're gonna hook up this tunnel to the end, or to the exit, which is in the center of the maze, so that people can make their way back. Now, here we go. It's very small, it's low profile because I didn't want it to dwarf the entrance. But I do like that once you're standing here, it has that background of all the farms on the hill. And then on the inside, we have our machine. And then we have this where they can still hit the bed, they can still access the chest over here, but they can't enter it, at least not at their normal height. And then, yeah, we got some light, we got a little table with a head on it. And overall, the only thing I need to hook up is that guy. And then I want to do some lighting in the windows over here as well. So I've hooked everything up. We now have a board over there. I connected this guy up. I do still need to set up some cover, kind of provide a little bit of coverage for our rainy jungle biome. I wanted to run you guys through the entire thing with Blockdown's ticket, or with his card. So he's going to come in here. He's going to click his bed, put his stuff in here, like that, and then put his ID card in there, so he gets a token. Then Blockdown's gonna be appearing on that thing. The lights go on because it's nighttime now. This one should be flickering, but I don't see it happening. But okay. Then we'll go in and we'll see that because we opened the gate, a key has been selected. These are randomized, so people will not always get the same key, and I should be able to access my inventory over here. And then it's simply just me entering the maze, and from here on out, this is a one-way valve. I can't get back. I have to get to the center of the maze to finish the game. Then over here, we'll open up the door, which will give me back my key, or my pass, and it'll reset not only that, but it'll also reset this, which is pretty handy. Now, the only thing I need to do is set up the other side of this system, because basically we connect that entrance to this exit over here, because we have this same tunnel here, right? I'm missing a couple of blocks for some reason, but we'll fix that in a minute. For now, all I need is some tracks and a way to send their loot back to, well, back to their inventory, which is that direction over there. Oh, also I need a way to, well, have functioning key. I need a way to check their key. Give me a second while I figure all of this out. Okay, I think I've got it figured out. Now, what we'll do is we'll have, again, 16 of these in a row. But basically what we do is we filter each key out per module. And then these packagers will have their own address. So for instance, if this is... Now I need to figure out what key I'm going to put in here. HS stands for Heart of the Sea. So if I put a sign on this, where are you? We'll do that. We'll go HS right there. And so now we filter on the Heart of the Sea right there. Gets packaged. Then this piston will be depowered. We could show this. So if we put in one item, and so that piston gets depowered, this gets powered, which will send then back to the gate, which where are we opening? Over here. That's where we'll be opening it. And then the package will send on its way across the brass, where is it? There they are. The brass chains, basically. So now I need to copy this 15 more times, hook all of it up, make sure that people can insert their key above ground, and then it gets all filtered out at a decent pace. We have the entire system set up. It is hooked up to our thingy madoobab over here. So now I'm going to sleep first. And we're going to simulate another event, another player entering the game. Let's do somebody else than Blockdown this time. Let's do Froggy. Frog comes in, she goes poop right there. Gets you. There you go. I might change those to their actual names, but for now, that's going to be fine. Tripwire hook. Tripwire hook. Grab that. We go through the entire maze. We get over here. Enter that. Should get activated. And then we're in the center of the maze. That should close back up. And then we're safe. And then that automatically sends the tripwire hook back to, I think it's this one. Yeah. Sends it automatically back to this guy. The only thing that we need to figure out is a way to send their loot back. Now, I might do that later. I don't know. It really depends on how complicated this gets. There we go. And I think I might have to call the episode right here on the basis that the system I've been working on is getting a little bit too complicated and is going to take me a while to really explain what's happening. So we'll keep that for next episode. For now, if you've enjoyed this one, like the video, subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!